Okay. Can you hear me now? Yeah. All right. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Hello. Hello. I can tell this table's enjoying Chipro. That's good to see. Okay. I've written some notes, but I can't read them, so bear with me. I don't know if you know the table, but it's not tradition in the Greek wedding to have the speeches, so we're doing it tonight in a very loose format. Okay. Here we go. First of all, thank you everybody for being here, obviously. Thank you to all our friends and family for being here and making a huge effort to join us here in Greece and join us for our big fat Greek wedding. It means a huge amount to both me and Ange that you're all here today, so thank you. I also want to say a massive thank you to Taki and his family. Thank you for letting us take over your village tomorrow. Okay. And of course, thank you for all the help that all of you put in preparing for the big day. I know it's going to be a fantastic session, so thank you. And more importantly, I don't know if some of you know, but Angie's grandma, her yaya, passed away recently, so apologies for that, but I'm sure she's looking down, watching us enjoy ourselves tomorrow. So first thing he did, he started to check my teeth. You were there, little Taki? Yeah? Okay. He wanted to see, a bit like a racehorse, to see if I'm a thoroughbred and worthy of his daughter. Now, I'm not sure if he did the same check now, if I'd be any good. And if I survive a similar repeat, what with my lame leg, I think you also have a rifle, so you'll probably put me down. So over the last few days, it's been a pleasure to get to know my new Greek family. Or as I should say, Ikogenia. Now a quick thank you to Ben. So he's my good friend from university. Okay. Well, he's also my Kumbaros. Okay. Ben, I appreciate that neither of us really know what we're doing or what to expect tomorrow. And in fact, you'll probably end up carrying me throughout the whole process, so thank you for joining me. And he's a fireman, so I'm sure he'll be very good. You may not know, but I actually threw Ben this honour very last minute. In fact, after my previous choice, got his girlfriend pregnant. It appears that this happened around the time of being best man in New Zealand for me. So, as is now tradition, I believe, I hope you're ready, Kate, for a child.
Maybe not, maybe not.
Oh no, maybe not. Too much different. And now, of course, for Andrew. My beautiful Niffy. That's right. I'm a bit Greek at teaching as I go. This is good, right? Alright. Now, I won't go on too much about my Niffy here. As I have said previously, quite a lot of New Zealand, and I believe a lot of you may have seen the video already, which someone shared with you. So a lot of my material I can't repeat. I'm a bit stuck. But I'll do my best. Thanks. Okay, anyway. So the first time I met Ange at work, I knew she was a very special person. Time to cry if you look late for me, really. She has a big heart, stunning eyes, and fun to be with, and of course intelligent because she's with me.
Of course.
I didn't expect to get married to her twice, though, of course, particularly across two different countries. Big odds. And I think that this is a good reflection of Angie's sociable nature. She has a lot of friends from many countries, across many places, and most of you are here today, so it's good to see you all. Angie's social nature, I think, may well come from her Greek blood. I've also learnt a lot more from Angie about being Greek, and I'll do my best here. Traits include being passionate, definitely. Lively, animated, fiery, and a very strong person. Which is all a combination which I really love about it. So, thank you for being my team, I love you, Ange. Finally, you'll all be glad to know that the dancing and drinking is a big part of Greek celebrations. And a part that my alter ego Dave really appreciates. So I hope to see you all clapping, shouting and having a great time with us tomorrow. Enjoy yourselves everyone, and if you're really, really lucky tonight, Taki, which has had a few more drinks and warmed up, he's going to teach us a few dance moves. Okay, so raise your glasses everybody, and thank you for coming. Yes, Ash? Thank you.
Quiet!
Okay, guys?
Just bear with me for just a couple of minutes. My beautiful assistant here is just giving out a couple of envelopes here.
Props? What the hell?
If you can not open them, I'll tell you when to open them. Okay? So just try and gather around them so you can all see them. And it'll all become clear in a minute.
We need a packet.
Okay. When Steve asked me to say a few words tonight, he strongly said that keep it casual, short, it's all pretty laid back tonight. And there's not too many of the usual best man sort of formalities, you know. So I had to think about this, and really all that left is the traditional humiliation of the group. So when he asked me to be the best man, as he just touched on in his own speech, this was only a couple of weeks ago. Now alarm bells immediately rang for a number of reasons. First and foremost, because I was not the #1 choice. His original best man, Tim, had already come up with an elaborate excuse. I don't know, something to do with the imminent birth of his first child. Very weak, yeah. So I've never been to a Greek Orthodox wedding before, but I have no idea what to expect. So I'm trying to get out of Steve what my duties were and what I was expected of the day. Unfortunately, he was extremely vague in what I tried to do. Still now I have no clue. His phrase was, "Don't worry, we'll just wing it." So to ease my mind, I thought I'd better do a bit of my own research. So I went on Google and a bit of YouTube as well. All I could find was loads of videos of traditional Greek dances where the best man and the groom have to do a dance together. Now, many of you here will have never seen me on a dance floor. You have to trust me, it's not pretty. So imagine my relief, well that's a bit of sympathy, when I found out that Steve had broken his ankle. This was when I realised what a true mate Steve was. I couldn't believe he was prepared to take one for the team even on his wedding day. So speaking of wedding days, many of you might be forgiven for thinking it's a bit unusual, even extravagant to have 2 wedding days. Well, this all should become perfectly clear when you realise that Ange isn't marrying one person. She's actually marrying 2 complete separate people. See, I'm sure when she met Steve, he actually came as part of a buy one get one free offer. Although most of you here, I'm sure I've all met Steve, perhaps you haven't all met his alter ego Dave. And for those of you guys who haven't met him, I'm going to try and give you an idea of who he is and what he gets up to. And that's what the envelopes are for, so this is going to help me in this description. Steve's transformation to Dave can only be compared to the cartoon superhero Banana Man. When Eric eats banana, he becomes Banana Man. When Steve drinks a beer, even, he becomes Dave. Okay, in normal circumstances, this results in hilarious consequences on the dance floor. Over many years, Dancing Dave has become legendary throughout London, winning uncountable dance-offs with trademark moves such as his leg guitar.
Do it now!
However, as the contents of Envelope 1 show, I'm sure it's the dominance of the dance floor that has won Ange over. So you can all open Envelope 1 and just share it about today.
See if you got it right.
Envelope 1.
Apologies for the quality of the photo.
No. This one. Ruler.
Oh, there we go. Very good.
Ah, that's an old one.
Envelope 1.
Let's have a look there.
I don't have enough. Nobody's sharing. Are we sharing?
Can I see? Can I film it?
Oh, he's not opening. No. Can we? Perfect size. Maria.
Okay, so that's just an example of Dancing Dave.
Good.
However, the downside of Dave is that when he has complete control over Steve, things can go horribly wrong. He then transforms from Dancing Dave to Evil Dave.
Ooh.
To hide his true form, Dave often goes out in a variety of disguises, and these can be seen in Envelope 2. Quickly rip it.
Oh, let me show. Can I see it?
True.
And another one.
So as Dave continues, if you ever have the misfortune of meeting Dave in his true form, then you will understand the necessity of these disguises that you've just seen. So if you open number 3, you'll see Dave in his true form.
I've got it. Yeah, that's the truth. I don't think so.
And when he reaches these limits, he completely abandons Steve and leaves him to deal with the world's most almighty Walker hangover. And this is shown in Envelope 4.
He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Did you see it? Oh. You should have been there. You should have done this. You're embarrassed. Really, it's okay. That's the point. So you just made it up.
Now I look at these photographs, I'm sort of wondering, perhaps this broken ankle might be part of some grand master plan of Ange's to make sure that Evil Dave doesn't gate crash the wedding. I don't know, it's all a bit suspicious to me. But in all seriousness, I'm sure you're going So in all seriousness, all joking aside, I'm sure you're going to agree with me that Steve and Ange are an awesome couple. They're fun-loving, outgoing, and they're always the life and soul of the party. As the picture and envelope shows at 5 shows, they're absolutely a perfect match for each other.
Quick, let's see.
Oh, did you get it?
All of us, and wishing for both of you, Ange and Steve, the best of luck for tomorrow and for whatever exciting adventures lay ahead of you. I'd like you all to join me now in a toast to a happy couple, or should I say, the happy threesome. To Steve, Ange and Dave. Yeah, man.
Well done.
I think Steve's not going to like that I'm speaking again. I'm breaking tradition, but I think we're breaking all the traditional rules anyway by having speeches in the first place. So I'm not going to let the opportunity go by. Just quickly to say a few thank yous. Just off the top of my head, so it's nothing to forget. I don't have a notebook like some people need it. I want to thank the people of the village that we're going to be in tomorrow, because they've all really come around and have done a lot for cleaning up the village and making the church look beautiful and picking flowers from their gardens and everything. I feel like we have an extended family there that's just kind of rallied around us, which is amazing, because we frankly don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Nobody seems to know, and we'll just, like Ben said, we're just going to wing it. So if we look a bit confused, or you feel confused, we're probably confused too. I also want to thank Steve's parents, and some of their friends who've literally travelled around the world with us getting married, as have others of you here, and we appreciate that it's an awful lot to ask you to do. It meant a lot to us to make sure that we could get lots of different people together in different ways and that we didn't miss anybody out. Having done it twice, I recommend to those out there engaged, don't do it. But we took one for the team in trying it. It's fun, but don't do it. The other person I want to thank is, we thanked Dan earlier. I love him to pieces and he's wonderful. He's always wonderful. He fixes everything, he sorts my life out for me. But my mum is a true trooper, and traditionally in a Greek wedding, tonight would be the last night I would be, with my parents' home. I would go to Steve's parents' home, which would be lovely.
Oh no, it wouldn't.
But I would really miss my mum. She's my partner in crime at the moment. We've done a lot together over the last couple of weeks. So. Thanks very much. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm really, really excited and can't wait to see you all dancing.
Many people here. So we won't keep you long. Just wanted to say a couple of words. I'm Cameron, this is and Alice. We are Angela's Kiwi and London friends. So I've known Ange since I was about 5 years old, I think. So I'd like to say that I've known her for kind of 15 or 20 years. It's still probably 30 plus years now. From the early days at Epsom Normal Primary, in Auckland Normal Intermediate, high school, and then kind of study buddies at Auckland University. I have fond memories of the Porphyritis family home in Ford Road in Epsom, where we spent lots of time. So I've been in London with Ange for about 5 years. It's been great to get to know Steve in that 5 years. So brilliant to be here in Greece tonight to learn a bit about Ange's ancestry and see them get married. Unfortunately, I missed out the New Zealand wedding, so it's particularly special for me to be here tonight because Ange and I can't get home to New Zealand to all of our friends' weddings. We've missed a lot, so it's great to be here tonight with you, Ange and Steve. And I think at the end of the day, all you want is to see your friends, happy. And Steve, thank you very much for making Ange, our mate, happy. And you're a great guy, and we look forward to spending lots of happy years with you in the future.
I adore you, and we hang a lot of time. Sometimes you bash my ear so that he gets no bashing. I'm as good as I get, so that's fine. I know that you particularly asked us to thank Francis very much for being here today and being his kind of partner in crime tomorrow. And so thank you on behalf of us and on behalf of Anne for doing
Sorry.
So to Francis.
It's nothing great, it's just a 5-hour car journey from Thessaloniki to That's the result of this. So, our friendship started off in mid-July. A bar we went, delighted was I. Ange was introduced and we shared some wine. Whilst we sat al fresco, London's weather was fine. We chatted about Greece, the food, the heat, until too many bottles surrounded our feet. 3 years have since passed and our story is still the same. 2 London girls drinking wine, it's never a pain. You've become a very special friend, sharing makeup and wine. So my speech to you is this little rhyme. Now you're a married lady to a gorgeous man named Steve. Over there somewhere. You're gorgeous. It's such a fantastic weekend, we really don't want to leave. So on a perfect evening, I'll finally say, please do raise a glass with me to Ange and Steve over that way.